As a beginner, if you've already shot your first round of trap, chances are you likely shot it from the 16-yard line. In ATA tournament shooting, we call this event singles. And in singles, as its name implies, we only shoot one single target at a time and from the 16-yard line. Of the three disciplines within trap shooting, singles is normally seen as the least intimidating to new shooters. This is because it's the event shot from the closest yardage in relationship to the trap house, and, as already mentioned, it only throws one single target at a time. As we begin examining all aspects of shooting singles, I guess the best place to start is by discussing squad composition and shooting order. In all ATA events, contestants shoot in squads of 5, and for each squad, the shooter who's been assigned to start on post 1 is designated as the squad leader. ATA events are shot 5 targets at a time from each post, and the squad leader is always the shooter that leads off after changing posts. The posts are numbered in order from 1 to 5, and the shooters rotate in a clockwise manner after shooting at 5 targets from each post. The squad leader will always make sure that the shooter moving from post 5 to post 1 is ready to begin. Should you ever see this on top of the trap house, do not load or shoulder your firearm. It's an intentional safety signal that means a person is inside the trap house and will be emerging soon. This panoramic depiction is intended to illustrate that, as you change posts, so does your angular relationship with the trap house. This is an important fundamental to recognize, considering that it also changes the shooter's angular relationship with the targets. Shown here is a straightaway target thrown from the trap house as viewed from post 3. Next is the same straightaway target from the trap house, but what it looks like when viewed from post 1. Notice that the straightaway target from post 3 means you'll raise your gun straight up to shoot it. But notice this, from post 1, that same straightaway target causes you to swing left to break it. The standards of how the machine throws the targets is precisely established by the ATA. The machine inside the trap house oscillates so that when the targets come out of the house, it is random and unknown to the shooter which direction the target will go. Although random it may be, there are established left and right boundary limits that the targets will remain within. This is a representation of the target boundaries as viewed from the center post, post 3. Equal left and right-handed gun swings will be needed to engage these targets. Now, from the post directly to the left of center, post 2, the left and right boundaries are a gentle, mostly left-handed trajectory. Then moving to the post directly right of center, post 4, the trajectories are again gentle, but mostly favoring right-handed gun swings. Then, finishing up with the farthest left-handed post, post 1, you'll notice that the targets all favor the left side. You'll see everything from straightaway targets along the right-handed limits, all the way over to seeing sharp left-handed targets if it moves down the far left side boundary. Post 5 is the exact same story as post 1, with the only difference being that it favors trajectories towards the right side. As a beginner, you may be feeling a little intimidated about shooting against veteran shooters. Well, let me put those worries to rest right here. When shooters register for a singles event, Shoot Management will assign each person a classification according to their established shooting averages. This is done so that shooters are only competing against others with the same or similar skill level. The range of available classifications, from highest to lowest, are A, B, C, and D classes for smaller events, and can expand to include AA and even AAA classes for large events. A shooter's individual singles average is what determines their classification. This chart taken from the ATA rulebook, is what Shoot Management uses to classify shooters when registering people for singles events. And, as you can see, there are several classification models available for Shoot Management to use depending upon the size of the event they are hosting. There is a 3 classes model consisting of A, B, and C classes only. Next is a 4 classes model, establishing the original A, B, and C classes, plus adding an additional D class classification. Then as we start getting into shoots with larger crowds, you'll usually find the 5 classes model, which further makes separations among the A category of classifications. And finally, the 6 classes model, which stacks a AAA class onto the pile. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the dude at my trap club that's a long-time and highly skilled trap shooter that commonly breaks 25 out of 25 targets while shooting singles? He's never shot an ATA registered shoot before, so he has no singles average established to classify him accurately. Will he be registered in D class and shoot against me? The answer to this is no. The ATA classification system has a rule called known ability. In an instance like this, Shoot Management will classify the shooter at a higher level consistent with their recognized skill level or their known ability.